Oh gosh, remember when Tia and Tamara were the ultimate sister goals? From sister to their reality show, these twins seemed inseparable. But y'all, times have changed, and it looks like these sisters have gone from sister to stranger. I know, I'm shook too. So what's the 411? Well, Tia recently spilled some tea about her relationship with Tamara, and it's not the sweet sisterly love we all expected. Turns out these twins aren't as close as they used to be. I mean, can you believe it? The perfect pair we all thought would be tighter than my jeans after Thanksgiving dinner are now distant? It's giving me trust issues, I swear. Now, before we dive into the juicy details, let's rewind a bit. Tia's going through a tough time right now with her divorce from Corey Hardrick after 14 years of marriage. We all thought she'd be leaning on her twin for support, right? Well, hold on to your wigs because that's not exactly how it's playing out. Tia's been open about feeling lonely and struggling to adjust to her new single life. And girl, we all know divorces are messier than a toddler with finger paint. But here's the kicker. Instead of having her twin by her side, Tia's kind of alone in this. So what in the name of all that's holy happened between these two? Let's break it down, shall we? First things first, these sisters have been on different paths for a while now. Tia's been living her best life in SoCal, focusing on her acting career, while Tamara's up in Napa Valley living that quiet, family-oriented life. It's like they're in two different worlds. And let's not forget their personalities. Tia's always been the more liberal, adventurous one, while Tamara's more traditional and conservative. I guess opposites don't always attract, even when you're twins. Now, if you've been paying attention, and I know you have, bestie, you might have noticed some cracks in their relationship a while back. Remember Tamara's wedding? Well, Tia was MIA for some key moments, and let me tell you, that did not go over well with the bride.
You said you wanted to be the maid of honor, but you couldn't do a lot of things. So in my head, I'm like, you know what, Tia's just being Tia. I got used to it.
But hold on to your hats, because that wedding drama was just the appetizer in this feast of sisterly tension. These two have been clashing more than plaid and polka dots over the years.
Right? I'm gonna think about it for a second. Why do you need to think about it? Because sometimes Tia, you're selfish. You are crying. How am I selfish? Because you just don't get it. You don't get it right now. So you're this upset about it. The fact that I have to explain to you why I was upset because you were late.
You're saying that I'm selfish.
Yeah. The thing is you don't care. You think about yourself. How am I thinking about myself?
And it doesn't stop there. They tried to go into business together, but honey, that was about as successful as my attempts at making souffle. Tia's busy acting schedule got in the way, and you know what they say about mixing family and business. It's a recipe for disaster. Now, the streets are talking, and you know I'm always listening. And word on the curb is that there's been a serious lack of communication between these sisters. It's like they're playing a game of telephone, but nobody's picking up. There have been misunderstandings piling up faster than my laundry on a busy week. From arguments about wedding participation to disagreements over business commitments, it seems like these sisters just can't get on the same page. Tia's been making moves in her career without always looping Tamara in, while Tamara's been focusing on her family and helping her husband with their family business. Now, you might be thinking, but family is family, right? Well, in this case, it's more complicated than my love life. We should have seen the red flags waving like it was the 4th of July, especially after Tamara's comments on Tia's divorce. Back in October 2022, Tia dropped the bombshell that she was divorcing Corey after 14 years of marriage. It shocked us all because they seemed rock solid, 20 years together and not a whiff of scandal. That's like finding a unicorn in Hollywood. Tia kept it classy, writing on Instagram, "I have always been honest with my fans, and today is no different. I wanted to share that Corey and I have decided to go our separate ways. These decisions are never easy, and not without sadness. We will maintain a friendship as we co-parent our beautiful children. I am grateful for all the happy times we had together and want to thank my friends, family, and fans for your love and support as we start this new chapter moving forward in our lives." A few days later, Tamara showed her support in an interview, but something seemed off.
Your sister just announced that she's gonna be getting a divorce.
Yes.
Does like a half of your heart break for her?
You know, I support her.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever she wants, the Mowrys have her back. But I know right now she just kind of just wants to, you know, just process it all, take it all in, and, you know, be a little private about that.
Yeah.
And, you know, as a sister, you know, I'm just gonna respect that.
Totally,
you know?
of course, of course.
Now, here's where it gets extra messy. The timing of Tia's divorce announcement stirred up more drama than a reality TV show. It coincided with the release of Tamara's book, and some fans were not happy. They thought Tia was stealing Tamara's thunder, overshadowing her sister's big moment. Talk about bad timing. Since the divorce, Tia's been open about her struggles. She even made a TikTok about how tough it is to get back into the dating scene.
It got worse, but I feel like it's about to get worse. Oh! It got worse. It got worse.
For a hot minute, people thought she might be trying to win Corey back, but Tia shut that down faster than I close my DMs to creepy messages. She said, "Just because the dating life is complicated doesn't mean I'm going back to something that no longer served me. That's like implementing if I don't book an audition or a part as an actor right away, I'm going to give up on my dreams." Tia's been trying to keep it positive, though. In an interview, she dropped this wisdom bomb.
You know, my marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, you know, how I'm looking at it now. And I feel like people look at, when they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy? Are they thriving? Are they growing?
But don't let that positivity fool you, bestie. Tia's been struggling and she's not afraid to admit it. In her new docuseries, Tia Mowry, My New Act, she got real about her post-divorce life.
And the family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household. And when you're dropping your kids off, you actually visually see how that is no longer.
We're about to go to Daddy's house now.
And honestly, I get it. Tia's never really been alone. She went from being attached at the hip with Tamara to jumping into a long-term relationship with Corey. Now she's flying solo for the first time, and it's hitting her harder than a breakup playlist on repeat. To make matters worse, it's not like she can just go back to how things were before Corey. Her relationship with Tamara isn't what it used to be. These once inseparable sisters are now living separate lives, and Tia's feeling the distance more than ever.
Being alone has been the most challenging part of my divorce. It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close and I could, you know, pick up the phone and call her. But that's just not where we are right now.
Now you might be wondering, doesn't Tamara have Tia's back during this tough time? Well, it's complicated, honey. Tamara did show support, praising Tia's decision to prioritize her happiness. But words of support and actually being there are as different as Gucci and Gucci knockoffs. Before you start thinking Tamara's abandoned her sister in her time of need, hold up. I don't think that's the case at all. I think Tamara's still there for her sister in her own way, but they just don't have the kind of relationship where they can easily pick up the phone and vent to each other anymore. They're both doing their own things, as sad as that sounds. Now, the fans have plenty to say about this sisterly situation. One fan commented, "Watching Tia and Tamara's reality show was such a rude shock because they had consistent friction in their relationship with each other, and it wasn't the cute, funny kind like on Sister Sister." Another spilled, "I watched their reality show years ago. Tamara is very sensitive and cries easily. Tia is very blunt and was insensitive towards her emotions a lot. Their dynamic wasn't healthy. How do people not see that?" Some fans are even calling Tia out, saying, "Tia putting it out there like this on TV is manipulative. She knows we'll speculate as to why they aren't close and has to know that some people will blame Tamara and leave nasty comments about her, all so she can look like the victim." And the tea keeps coming. One fan dropped this truth bomb. "No shade to Tia. If you watched her and Tamara's show back in the day, she was not the nicest to Tamara. So it's not shocking that they aren't close. Even being family, you can't expect to treat people a certain way continually and still have the privilege to be close to them." Whew, that's a lot to unpack, bestie. It's like watching a real-life soap opera, but with less dramatic music and more social media drama. So what do we make of all this? Is this just a rough patch in Tia and Tamara's relationship, or have they really grown apart? Are they just taking some time to focus on their individual lives, or is there more to the story that we're not seeing? One thing's for sure, family dynamics are complicated, even for celebrity twins who seem to have it all figured out. It just goes to show that no relationship is perfect, not even ones that played out picture perfect on our TV screens for years. But what do you think, bestie? Are you Team Tia, Team Tamara, or are you sitting this one out on the sidelines? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm dying to hear what you think about this twin-tastic drama. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You know I'll be here, ready to spill all the hottest celebrity tea as soon as it's brewed. Until next time, this is Hot Gossip signing off. Stay fabulous, stay informed, and remember, in Hollywood, the drama never sleeps, but neither do I.